Well, Deputy Tadier, we've got a situation at the moment where the senior member in the States, the longest road, Senator Sivray, is under arrest. We've got 2 States members who are waiting to be sentenced for their alleged offences. We've got the Chief Magistrate who's suspended from duty. We've got the Chief Police Officer who's suspended from duty. A number of police officers suspended. Senior surgeons suspended from duty. We've got all sorts of hints that the Minister for Health ought to resign because of things he's been saying, and some people say the things he's been doing or not doing. There's hints that the Chief Minister himself might be viewed as incompetent because of his failure when he was the Treasury Minister to properly account for monies on the incinerator. Is everything okay in Jersey?
I think certainly when you put it like that, it would be at best unbelievable for me to give you a credible answer and say that everything is okay in the state of Jersey. That there are obviously ongoing issues, and obviously not all of these are interlinked, but certainly there are areas for concern.
Isn't the word incompetence the word that links a lot of them?
I think obviously all of these cases can be looked at individually, and I'd probably agree with you that incompetence will be one of the contributing factors for many of these cases, but it could also be a case of complacency. It can't be a healthy thing, certainly not in the 21st century.
So far as Senator Sivray is concerned, of course, he's now locked up for the moment, being investigated. We don't know exactly what's been going on. Of States members themselves, have you been phoning around asking your fellow States members, have they been phoning you to know what's going on?
It certainly created a stir. I only heard this morning, I was in a meeting and I got a text message from a member of the public, in fact, saying, have you heard that Senator Sivray's been arrested? And I hadn't heard that. So in one sense, we're no more in the know than anyone else. You're
on PPC. Isn't it an automatic system that's in place where something like this should happen? A States member gets arrested or threatened with an offence. Isn't there an automatic alarm bell rings and you have a meeting? Doesn't that happen?
No, I mean the issue here is, of course, it's not official. So even the police are remaining tight-lipped. They're quite happy to say a 43-year-old's been arrested, but we have to rely on the fact that the JP are giving coverage, and that's obviously because a press release has been submitted on the part of Senator Sivray by his lawyers. So were it not for that fact, we wouldn't know about it. So I'm not sure whether it's really an issue for PPC at this stage. It seems to be that there are criminal investigations taking place, but you'd have thought that at some point there would be communications, and I'm sure that the Council of Ministers and the Bailiffs Department would have known about this before anyone else. Perhaps they got tipped off in advance. I'm sure that's standard procedure.
So we shall have to wait for the press to tell us what's happening rather than anybody in government. Is that what's going to happen?
There's a sense in which just because we're in government, we're not necessarily in a better position than Joe Public. So if I phone up the police station now and say, is it true that Senator Sivray has been arrested, they're not going to tell me any more than they're going to tell you. So just because we're in the States, it doesn't mean we have any particular privilege.